Hey, this is Sam here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. In our first cookbook, the Complete Air Fryer Cookbook, we showed you just how easy it was to make a bolognese in the air fryer. But now we're going to step it up a level and show you how to cook spaghetti bolognese together in the air fryer. So cooking the dried spaghetti at the same time as the mince to create a delicious spag bol. So what ingredients do you need for this? Well, first of all, you either need to do it in a container that fits in your air fryer basket, or you can, if you've got a dual like we have, you can take out the crisp plate and cook it directly in the bottom of the air fryer, depending what kind of air fryers you have. And then for ingredients, just like you would expect on a bolognese, we've got diced onion, we've got some mince, we've got spaghetti, we've got some basil, mixed herbs, extra virgin olive oil, garlic and tomato purees, pasta sauce, and of course good old salt and pepper. So can you believe it, the idea of doing that together in the air fryer? So shall we get started? So first of all, let's move everything out the way so that we can get to the air fryer. And then it's all happening in just one of your drawers, or you can double this recipe and do one in each drawer. And then you want to remove out your crisp plate, and then you want to throw in your onion, and then you want to add a little bit of olive oil, shake it about a bit, and then get it on. And we're looking for drawer 2, air fry, 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, and then we're after a cook time of 8 minutes, and then press start. Did you know that we have a free air fryer mini course? It runs for 5 days, is delivered by email, covers 5 important air fry beginner topics, and includes a free PDF and free recipes. Simply head over to RecipeThis.com and search mini course for full details. So shall we check on the onions and add our mince? Oh yes, those onions look lovely. So next, grab your mince. If you're worried about your air fryer smoking, then opt for the lower fat mince, like some 5%, that would be perfect. And then use a wooden spoon or a spatula, whichever you prefer, to break up the mince a bit and mix it in with the onion. And then once you've done that, it's time to add in one of your 2 jars of your pasta sauce. You can use any brand you want. Pour it in there, because by adding the sauce now, it stops the mince from getting dry as it cooks. So then give it a good stir. And then you want to put it back on for another 3 minutes. So drawer 2 again, 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and all the way down to 3 minutes, and then press start. And we've beeped. So then this is the mince so far. So as you can see, it's nowhere near cooked, we're just warming it through before we add in the other ingredients. So then next, let's add in some seasonings. So I've got my mixed herbs, I've got my basil, I've got some salt, a little bit of pepper, and then we've got the garlic and the tomato purees. And then let's give it a good stir. So you want to get that garlic puree and everything mixed in. And then once you've done this, it's time to add in your actual spaghetti. So If you've ever had a pressure cooker, you've probably done this in the pressure cooker as well. So the idea is that you get some spaghetti, you break it in half, you load it on top of your mince. I'm just going to add a little bit more, and that'll be enough. So then you've got the spaghetti on top like that. And this is the same method that we did when we taught people how to do it in the Ninja Foodie using the pressure cooker function, and we've also done it in the Instant Pot. So we're just re-following that same idea but taking it to the air fryer. So then once you've done that, sauce all over your spaghetti, because you don't want the spaghetti drying out as you're cooking it. So then use your wooden spoon to make sure that all the spaghetti is covered. So if you've got any bits that have been naughty and that are hanging out the top, just push them down. And then it's as simple as that. So are we going to get the spaghetti and the mince back on? So zone 2, air fry. 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit, and then take the cook time up to half an hour. So let me show you what it's like so far. So it's just done almost 12 minutes so far, and this is what it looks like. So you can feel that the mince is coming together nicely and the spaghetti is not cooked yet, which is fine. So what I normally do at this point is I grab a jar, I refill it, give it a shake, and then it adds some extra liquid, so it helps the spaghetti then cook. And then you can move it about a bit and make sure that all the spaghetti is still covered, and then it'll all cook nicely together. So just make sure your spaghetti is covered, that's the most important thing, and then get it back on and it'll continue. So the spag bol has just got a 5-minute cook time left on it, so I'm just going to show you what it's like now, and we can give it a good stir at the same time. So get out your air fryer, and you'll be able to feel with your wooden spoon that it's starting to soften now. So give it a good mix round, and then make sure the spaghetti bits are still under, but a lot of the spaghetti is softened now, so it won't take long at all now to finish this. And then you can have it served for dinner. Isn't that cool? So then smooth it up. And then let's get it back on. And let's get it going again. And we've beeped. So shall we check on it and see how it's doing? And drawer open. So wow, look at this. Isn't this fabulous? For a bit of spaghetti in the air fryer. Right, so what's the pasta like when it's done half an hour cooked like this in the air fryer? Well, think of it when you do pasta and you want it to be al dente and have a bit of a bite to it, then that's exactly what you should expect here. Let me just get you a little bit what it's like. I'll slight bite to it, but if you don't want it to have a bite to it, put it back on for 5 more minutes and it will be like normal. And then of course, who doesn't love the parmesan cheese on top of the pasta? So then you can add some parmesan and then you can put it back on for another 3 minutes and then press start. And we've beat. And wow, look at that. A spag bol cooked in the air fryer. Who would believe it, hey? And that is just perfect now. If you love spaghetti, oh, you'll just love it in there. And you can do the same thing with other pastas as well. It doesn't have to be spaghetti. Just similar thing of you partially cook it at the bottom first. You add your pasta, you make sure it's got enough liquid on top so it's covered, so it's not going to dry out in the air fryer. And then you air fry it. I mean, how simple is that? Oh, wow, I'm loving that. I think that looks fantastic. Let me give you some up close to check out. I mean, look at that. Spaghetti the air fryer way. Have you checked out the complete air fryer cookbook? It's our debut air fryer cookbook from 12 years experience of using the air fryer. Aimed at those that are a beginner to the air fryer, it's brilliant for getting you started with 140 everyday air fryer recipes and techniques, time and temps charts, and lots of useful advice for learning how to use the air fryer. It also features all the popular foods that people want to actually cook in the air fryer, from whole chicken to chips to fried chicken to veg to steak to cake and all the other favourites. You're just thinking, I want to know how to air fry that. So don't forget to grab yourself a copy of the complete air fryer cookbook. And of course, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're always bringing out great videos. And of course, if you prefer a quicker video with less fluff, then of course head over to TikTok, and you can also join our weekly newsletter by going to recipethis.com/newsletter.